Greetings, friends and esteemed adventurers. Welcome back to part 2 of our Vampire Enchanter of Kiku. Last time we finished Dungeon 123, part of 4, and we grabbed our god. In this case, it's Kiku. So we're going to move on and see what happens. If we recall, there is a fair amount of nonsense on this floor. So we may end up skipping some of this stuff, though I think the Phantom is dead, and that was one of the biggest frustrations of the floor that we did run into. So, oops, I'm hitting all the wrong buttons again. Okay, so we have the full Book of Maledictions at our disposal. We can go ahead and drop that book then, we don't need it. And moving on. I casted Corona there, which is the most useless spell, but I just did it to pull this guy back, because we can put him to sleep, but if he wanders up here and pulls a bunch of other stuff, that obviously could be real bad. Okay, that's what I thought. We do have Edmund. He has low MR, he has a dire flail of protection. Looks like we have a good chance to put him to sleep, but just to be safe, let's go ahead and Tukuma's. Get that weapon out of his hands. Our Tukuma's failed. Or maybe it didn't. Oh, it didn't fail. That's hilarious. It's just his sprite still is holding a weapon. Okay, so we got a good stab off. We don't have a whole lot of magic left. Let's go ahead and just back off. I don't want to take a whole bunch of damage from this guy and have to run away. So we'll back off until we have enough damage, or have enough health, rather mana for Confuse, and Confuse failed. Okay. And we'll use the same plan here. Confuse. That's twice in a row. That sucks. But not too big a deal. Like I said, the only reason we're being this tedious is because I don't want him to take a whole bunch of health. That's 3 times in a row. Chance to beat his MR is 63%. Hey, Gamma. Four in a row. Maybe we can set a new record. Get like 11 in a row. Something like that. That's 5. At this point, I'm hoping that we just keep failing. We should be able to sleep him again though now, so instead of just trying to confuse him all night, let's try to sleep him. There we go. Easy peasy. Alright, so we can't put zombies to sleep, but we can confuse them pretty easily, so we'll go ahead and do that. Same with skeletons. Alright, D4 is almost done, which is great. I don't remember if we killed Dallin and Duvessa. I don't think so. I think we just parked them. Yeah, there's Dallin. He didn't notice us. And that was Duvessa, that was Dallin. We should be able to just pull one of them. We'll bring him back up here. We've already lost him. Duvessa. Okay, we already took her weapon. Chance to put her to sleep is not real high, so I don't know that I want to just sit here spam casting that. We could Dazzling Spray, but I'm going to try to confuse her. And there's Dallin as well. He has a much better chance to have Ensorcelled work, so we'll go ahead and kill him. Duvessa is berserked, so let's go ahead and bat for him, and we're just going to run. because we do run faster than her. Once she comes out of Berserk, we will unbat form and deal with her at that point. Perfect. Okay, that doesn't lower her MR. I didn't think it did, but worth checking. We'll go ahead and try to get a confuse. Confuse landed. Okay, Tavessa and Dowan are both taken care of. Most excellent. We'll get a couple stabs off for the health. And we're sitting pretty. A pitted helmet. Most excellent. We'll hold off on identifying that just now, or just for now, but that's a really nice find. I think all that's left is Crazy Youth. I think right now we'll be okay to fight him. Wow, I'm just all over the place. I'm going to turn off Necromancy for now. It'll be helpful later, but I don't think we should be using experience on something that we're going to find later if there's a chance that we'll just die. Okay, so he didn't wake up by opening the door. Again, if he wakes up, we can just run. Let's see, what is... He has pretty low MR. Okay, I'm not at all worried. That means we can also Tukamas if he wakes up. Cool. We'll go ahead and butcher his corpse, and we'll take his cloak. And this might be a stupid idea. I can't think of any like negatives to putting this on. We do have remove curse, but it's not like a weapon where it could spawn distortion. Okay, that's pretty much junk, but I'll take our core, I suppose. D4 is complete, so we will move on. And actually, I just thought of something. Yeah, so bat form means we don't have any AC, but we do have a lot of EV, and we do move fast. So I think I'm going to move around in bat form, probably from now on, because that if we do come up on something that we need to run from, we don't have to take a turn to bat form. So let's go ahead. We'll unbat form. We may be able. Oh, we're not able to stab them. Okay, well we are, but they woke up. So. Man, stabbing is just so satisfying. Okay, so Kiku has given us a book of necromancy. What do we have in there? It looks like all your basic necromancy spells. So regeneration, like I said, if we're bloodless, it doesn't do anything. So that's not going to be helpful to us. I don't really know what the rest of those do. I mean, I do, but I don't know if they're going to be helpful for us. Okay. That could be relatively helpful. If we have like a line of enemies, something like that. Don't need that because we don't have really any problems with mana. That could be pretty helpful as well in a bad fight. I think for now I'm just gonna hold off. I'll probably get control undead. That also means that we're gonna want to train some spell casting, get some of those spell levels. Actually, let's focus that, and we'll unfocus dodging. Yeah, this looks good for me. And actually, let's go ahead and macro bat form. Oops. Okay, let's test it. Oh, it should have been AF, my bad. And then we'll make another macro to come out of bat form. Perfect. Okay, so we've got a jewelry shop. Okay. So a couple of these, I think, I'm not sure why we can't use that. Maybe it's because we're in bat form? Nope, maybe it's our god. I'm not sure. Amulet of Regen obviously wouldn't do anything for us. Oh, it's because of that. We're immune to poison. We can't berserk because we're bloodless. We have maximum... we can't regenerate, and we have maximum negative resist. So we'll go ahead and wish list this ring. It's not amazing, but for only 400 gold, it's pretty good. We may find that that's useful later. So Kiku has given us his ability to receive corpses, so we can do that if we need. I don't foresee really needing that right now. It might be useful once we get to lair or stuff that has pretty high magic resistance and we can't use our other abilities to do work. That receive corpses, I think, would have some really good use in that scenario. Alright, so we woke everything up, but it's alright. Okay, so that's 3 times in a row we failed to use our ability, which only has 11% failure. I disagree. And this is a perfect opportunity for stabs. D5 is almost done. We've done pretty well. Go ahead and use our identify. We do have 2 rings we can mess with. Let's see. I didn't realize that was a Randart. Cool. That's not amazing, but that'll help for some of the necromancy stuff as we get going. That doesn't do anything for us with our helmet, but we'll keep it just for now, and I'm not going to worry about the amulet until we find another ID. Wonderful. That is D5 complete. Moving on to D6. Alright, so there's an ogre, and he did wake up. So we'll go back into into vampire form. Which one's, yeah, C. Tukuma's. We'll get rid of his club, and then we should be able to just put him to sleep. There we go. And here's a ring that we can use instead of our corrosion. Cursed ring of teleportation. Definitely don't want that. Oddly enough, I was playing a Draconian Ice Elementalist today for practice, and I had a Cursed ring of teleportation on before I found a remove curse, and I definitely was not playing very well. I'm not very good with casters, and it ended up saving me several times, which I thought was just hysterical. Alright, we woke everything up, so let's bring them all back into the hallway. And everything in here has really low magic resistance, so we shouldn't have any problem just stabbing everything. So yeah, like I was saying, the Draconian Ice Elementalist, that teleport saved me several times just from bad play. I ran into a group of Death Yaks on D8, so that was cool. The teleport definitely saved me there. I did not have the tools to really handle that. I didn't have enough health. They could kill me in 2 or 3 hits, so I was really grateful to have the ring at that point. So, it's not just all bad. If I was actually good at this game, then it would probably be all bad, but because I, make so many silly mistakes, it was able to cover a lot of those up. I don't like this very much. I don't like just sitting here poking at this thing. Let's go ahead and Dazzling Spray. There we go. Okay. So we could go int, because we'll be doing a fair amount of necromancy, but we have a fair amount of int right now with that ring, so I think I'm going to go dex, which is going to increase our stealth. Okay. That did wake them all up, but we only got the attention of the one, so that's fine. Okay, Prince Ribbit, he is pretty dangerous. The bee is pretty dangerous, though we are immune to poison. So let's go ahead and just back up. We've got the bee, which we can put to sleep, no problem. And I don't know that we got Prince Ribbit's attention. Maybe we did. We did get the Phantom's attention, and as we know from D4, I don't like Phantoms. And this is exactly why. They just dodge everything. So, while he's confused, we're just gonna back away and then go ahead and kill our friend the wizard. I don't know why the stab didn't work. What is going on? Alright, so there's Prince Ribbit, and we really should probably just heal. And we've got his attention. Okay, we don't have a real great chance to put him to sleep, but we do have a pretty good chance to confuse him, so we're going to do that. Rockin'. Okay, now we have a little bit more health to work with, and now we're back to full. And how are we doing on spell levels? Pretty well. So again, I'm not real familiar with all of these, except I know sublimation of blood isn't going to help us. So let's try to go for corpse rot and control undead. So we'll take some points out of spellcasting now and put them all into necromancy. Try to make some of those a little more castable. Specifically control undead. I don't know. I don't know what all is undead outside of, you know, crypt and things like that, or like this worm we could take control of, but I could foresee that being useful. Are phantoms undead? I don't think so. They're just colossally annoying. Here's our temple. We don't need to go in there because we already have our god. Okay, that's Dungeon 6 completed. Moving on to Dungeon 7. Alright, that's just a whole bunch of, not popcorn, but we'll call it nonsense. Because it all has low MR, so we can just sleep and stab everything. Or we'll run out of mana, that works too. Alright, so we have a novice brigand enchanter on our trail. I don't particularly want to deal with that right now. Control undead. Wow, that went castable really fast. We might try... I'll tell you what, let's try something. We're going to try receive corpses. So we have a kobold corpse here. And let's see what corpse rot does. Okay, so that puts miasma on top of the corpse. Could be useful for running, or if we can get something to stand in that, that would not hurt at all. I wonder if control undead works on that Spriggan Enchanter corpse, though. Or that Spriggan Enchanter ghost. Like, how overpowered would that be? Got another ring here to try. We'll go ahead and do that. Protection from cold, I'll take it. That was probably a bad play though, in case it was cursed, because we don't have any remove curse scrolls left. I should have checked that. We've got a bee, which means there's probably more of them. Luckily, bees are not real difficult for us because we're immune to poison, and they have pretty low MR. I say as we fail casting everything all over the place. We're about at half health. There's no reason not to just heal back up. We'll be back to bloodless here pretty quick. So, near bloodless still gives us 1 pip of poison resistance. We're not immune to poison though, until we're fully bloodless. Okay, I don't know where Mr. Imp went, but we'll deal with him later. Is there anything past the lava? No, I was going to say we could fly over the lava. Okay, so we've woken everything up. We'll go into this doorway. We have here a dagger of venom. Probably better than ours unless it's -1. Yep, that is better than ours, though I would like to find a rapier, obviously. Okay, this guy shouldn't be dangerous. We do have RC, and we can confuse him. We can also poison him, it would appear. Wonderful. And things are quite castable. Okay, so here is the ghost. We're going to try control undead. I'll be kind of shocked if this works, but ghost easily resists. Okay, so his MR is probably a little too high for that. We might be able to confuse him. Let's see, we can probably dazzling spray. Yeah, that actually did some damage to him. And again, we can always just run. He is a Spriggan, so he's faster than us, but in bat form we should be the same speed. Okay, so we're confused. Let's back up a little bit. And then here we'll steal some health off stabbing the lizard. And how much mana do we need for dazzling? 3. Let's go ahead and do that. We're confused again. This is probably super dangerous, but he's almost dead. Let's go ahead and stab the hound, or we'll get confused and it won't work. This is getting annoying. Cool. So not optimal play at all, but I don't know. I don't really like ghosts, so I like killing them if I can. I've died to a lot of ghosts in the past. I haven't died to one in a while because I, have learned how to deal with them. But if I can kill one out of spite, then I'll do it. And again, let's just heal. I don't see any reason not to. D7 is complete. We'll move on to D8. Oops, we can go back in bat form. So we have a whole bunch of rings to try if we could get a remove curse. Alright, so there's the lair entrance. We've got several whites with them. And I think Tukumas should land pretty readily. Yeah, so we'll go ahead and Tukumas on the white because we can't put him to sleep. We can confuse him though. And then us plus his flail are just going to do some work. That's no problem at all. So, and we'll do the same for the other ones unless we can just stab them. Which looks like we can. Excellent. Alright, I really want to control this guy. I think I hit the wrong button. I did. Okay. Control undead. There we go. Oh, that did not last very long. Maybe it lasts longer with higher necromancy. Alright, so he ate a confuse from the wizard. Alright, this isn't very helpful yet, but maybe with higher necromancy it'll get better. Can we confuse the priest from here? Nope. Now we can. And that's just to stop him from smiting. This dagger of venom is doing some work as well. This is nice. Okay, we have Kiku's Almanac of Black Rituals. Let's see what that's going to give us. Oh, some much higher level necromancy. Okay, so animate dead. I think I know what that does. Yeah, it reanimates all the corpses and skeletons in the vicinity. So that's pretty great. Excruciating wounds. Infuses the weapon held by the caster with the essence of pain itself. That's really nice. I don't know how long that'll last, but still. Agony is going to cut the resilience of a target creature in half. That's kind of like Torment. Also really nice. Dispel Undead. That basically just kills an undead. Death Channel raises living creatures slain by the caster and their abilities, reducing them to a state of spectral slavery. Okay, this all sounds really fun. So let's get some spell levels going. We'll turn off dodging for now because we do have 17 EV only on D8. And do we have? We don't. It doesn't look like we have an amnesia yet. But we'll probably go ahead and amnesia off Corona and maybe Corpse Rot, though I don't know yet. So let's go ahead and pick up that falchion. We'll either identify it. Yeah, we're going to identify that before we think about equipping it, but I could see that being useful. Maybe we drink a bunch of blood and equip that for an enemy that is resistant to magic, and that really can't be stabbed. I could see that being useful if it's good. So we'll see. There we go. Wonderful. That is D8 complete. I think that's a good stopping point for now. Next episode, we'll go ahead and take care of D9 and D10, and then we will step into lair. Everybody have a great day.